the New England Patriots find themselves in a position that they have not been in since, well, yeah, they haven't really been in a while, even with Mac Jones. And bear with me as I try to explain this, but the New England Patriots are in a bad win-lose situation. Let's just say it like that. Let's not get it twisted. This is not a good roster. This roster is not good. There's no sugarcoating it. This roster's not good. You have some pieces. Kendrick Bourne's okay. Hunter Henry's cool. Austin Hooper's cool. Ramondre Stevenson is all right. I think that there's a lot of promise, and they're expecting a lot from Jalen Polk out of Washington. Defensively, you have Christian Barmore. He's got paid too. Shouts out to him. Jabril Peppers. Christian Gonzalez. He was really good. He was a rookie last year who got hurt out of Oregon. They, as a whole, they don't have that good of a team. And with not being that good of a team, obviously there's going to be people that are not realists and that are still living in the dynasty days for the New England Patriots that have long been gone. So there are going to be some people that say, "Oh, the Patriots have to be good." There's nothing good about this roster, bro. Obviously, again, there's pieces, but there's nothing good about this roster. So there should not be high expectations for this roster, at all. But in that, shockingly, comes promise, because you have Drake Maye, the rookie out of North Carolina, and all reports. There hasn't been one report that I've read, that I've seen, that I've heard that says that Drake Maye is ready for week 1. Now, almost every report said that there is a high upside to Drake Maye, and there's a lot of promise that Drake Maye has shown. But not one report, not even the Patriots report people or reporters have said that Drake Maye is ready to take the realms of this team and bring it to new heights. And walk with me as I explain to you how that's actually a really good thing for this team. You see, Jerod Mayo is not Bill Belichick. And I mean that in the best way possible. I think when you have a name like Bill Belichick and you have a resume like Bill Belichick, there comes unmatched expectations. I do think it's going to be tough for Jerod Mayo to overcome and follow Bill Belichick because of the obviously history that he has with the Patriots. But I think the ending of Bill Belichick's tenure with the Patriots was the best thing that could happen for Jerod Mayo to come in, because it was such a sour stench coming from this organization with Bill Belichick, with Mac Jones, who's now the backup quarterback for the Jaguars, which we'll talk about in a second. that there's not much expectation, and you're already at the bottom of the barrel. So it's like the only thing you can do is go up. But you don't have that good of a team. You have a new head coach. You have a quarterback that's not ready and not going to be starting, because it looks like Jacoby Brissett is going to be starting at the beginning of the season. I think that this is the best case scenario for this team right now, because it allows your team, it allows Drake Maye to have, it gives the fans, it gives the organization patience with Drake Maye. So allows him to come along. And even if you're losing, you're expected to lose. You have the worst roster in this division. You arguably have the worst roster in football. Like, there's not much expectation. And with that, it gives you room and it gives you opportunity to grow. And I think that that is going to be needed when we talk about this Drake Maye and this New England Patriots team. The way that it ended with Mac Jones and Bill Belichick helps Gerard Mayo, helps Drake Maye, and Joe Melton looked pretty good. Joe Melton III, who is the fourth string quarterback now, I guess, since Bailey Zappi's still there. There, it seems like there's an opportunity for promise in the future. The current, no way in hell. But I think that there is a good future for this organization if they are patient with Drake Maye. And it seems like there is all the opportunity in the world to be patient, because there's no expectations, honestly, on this team. Or at least there shouldn't be any expectations on this team. Meaning there isn't really much expectation right now on Drake Maye. Now, come 3-4 years later, maybe even next year, it's like, all right, hold on. And on top of that, I don't think that there's going to be a CJ Stroud, Bryce Young type thing, because I don't think that there's a quarterback that was drafted after Drake Maye, outside of maybe Bo Nix, that is going to really make that much of an impact to have you look. I think if Bo Nix has an incredible season, we'll talk about that next episode. But if Bo Nix has an incredible season, and Drake Maye doesn't, I don't think it's no harm, no foul. It is what it is. But if Bo Nix has an incredible season and someone like Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams does not have a good season, that is when they're going to turn and say, hold on now. Wait a second. So I think it's a win. Actually, it's a win-win for Drake Maye. Maybe a win-lose for the organization, because I don't think they're going to be good this year. But the win, it gives them patience, and it allows the fans, the organization, to be patient with this team, because they know this roster is not good. And it gives Drake Maye, who every report says is not ready, it gives him time to develop. So, when we talk about the AFC East, I think it's going to be the Jets number one. I think they have to be number one. If not, they at least have to make the playoffs. Because after last year, after all the moves that have been made, there needs to be success, or I promise you things are going to change. So I think the Jets probably number one, and they have the best roster, in my opinion, in this division. So Jets number one. I have Dolphins number two. I think all the questions with the Dolphins are going to arise come playoff time, which I think that they're definitely good enough to make the playoffs and will make the playoffs. So Dolphins at 2, Buffalo Bills at 3. They have the best quarterback in this division. They also have one of the most eyes or head scratching teams, because most of their skill, like the players that they depended on the most, have left. So there's a lot of players that are new that they're trying to depend on. So I don't know. And you have the New England Patriots at 4. They have the worst roster, and there shouldn't be much expectations of winning. So, oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.